Jambo, how have you been? Well, it's official. I have academics qualification to be for training. So now I can deliver training in corporates, universities, schools, whatever. I was actually the only student in my class because I wanted my course designed in a specific way, and there are not many people who want to train corporate. Most of them are teachers, lecturers, and everything. But because I wanted to include the corporate, I ended up being the only student. Yes, it was harder. Imagine having to convince your trainer, but I think that was the best decision ever because I ended up learning the tricks, the tips, and how to manage a classroom. So now all I need is to put that into practice. Anyway, how have you been? I hope you had a wonderful week. Yes, positive energy, positive energy, positive energy. That's all about. So there's this thing that I've been saying over and over again. And I think it's more of reminding myself as much as I remind you. I keep on saying, do not be so desperate that you drink from every cup because you're thirsty. That is how you get poisoned. And this is a quote that I saw the other day on Instagram, and I've been hearing it a lot on motivational quote. And the meaning of it is just simple. Don't be so desperate that you grab every opportunity you receive. That is how you end up not getting to your destiny. And why am I talking about it today? Well, because I have been having a hard time trying to get something, and there are opportunities that came to me that almost made me settle. But then I remembered that the problem with settling is that you end up wasting the next 10 years doing what you're not supposed to do and taking the longer route to reach destiny. Now, how do you remain strong? I will tell you. The year was 2009. I used to walk to work. Now, 2009 was a very, very good year because I ended up knowing who were my friends. That was 2008, 2009. But most importantly, I was really, really low on cash. And so it ended up giving me one of the most valuable lessons. I was walking to the bus stop and I met a beggar. And this beggar was like, give me money, I want to buy some food. But I did not have any money on me because the only money I had was my transport. So if I give her, it means I'm stranded. But with me, I had a loaf of bread that I had carried but had not eaten for lunch. It was a sandwich, I think PJ and butter. It was just a simple sandwich, nothing fancy. And I remember handing it over to her and saying, sorry, I don't have any money, but here's a sandwich, you can have this. And she said, no, thank you. And I was like, but you just told me you're hungry. And she said, the thing about bread is that it gives me so much heartburn. It is not worth eating. I would rather be hungry than take it and suffer for the next few hours. And that should have been one of the most greatest lessons that I learned there. But it took me years to realize that just because you're hungry does not mean that you should take every food that is offered by a strangers. If you have set standards, if you have set a plan, if you have set a goal, please do not let anything divert you from that. Stick to it. Will the road be easy? Most likely for some. Some things come very easy to some people. We are not going to stand here and say, no, it's going to be difficult. No. But for the majority of us, it takes longer. Why? Luck, universe, environment, our thoughts. But during that time to get there, we get a lot of temptations. We get something that is similar, that is telling us, oh, this is the car you wanted. Just take this one because it's a bit cheap and it looks similar. Remember, similar is not same. Oh, I have so much bills to pay and I'm looking for a job. So let me just grab this job for something that is not in my career. I can do this right now as I look for another job. 5 years down the line, you'll be looking for another job while you're still putting that as your career. No, I do not want to study this course because it is too hard. So what I'm going to do right now, I am going to take this one, which is easier. And then in the next level, I will take the career path that works for me. Would it work? Yes, I have seen it work for my friend, but do you know how many? One. One. Yes, she always wanted to be in human resource. And so what did she do? She took a bachelor's of art because it was easy. But then when she was doing a master's and PhD, she took in HR. In between the certifications that she had to do so that she can prove that she is actually an HR professional. Well, that's a story for her to tell you. But now you get the idea. Some things do work for other people. I cannot come here and say everything is generalized. But for majority of us, we get poisoned along the way because we settle. We settle because it is easier. And the what is easier ends up costing us. Thank you for listening. Tell me in the comments below something that you settled for and how it has impacted your destiny and what you're doing to get out of it. Otherwise, have a lovely Friday. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. Have a fantastic next week and see you next week. Bye bye.